Hey Aquarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekly reading from November 24th through the 30th, 2025. This is for Aquarius. Last shuffle coming out for Aquarius. So Aquarius, we have planning and action and we have dark thoughts. It's really important that uh, your energy needs to consistently be like whatever plans you make, get yourself prepared, right? Take action, right? It feels like whenever you feel bored, like you're not meant to be bored, you know what I mean? Take action. Four of Cups flies out. Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, Two of Swords. Jeez. Mm. So yeah, what we're planning to do is like it feels like you need to stick to your plans, especially when it comes to travel. Chariot, Four of Pentacles. The dark thoughts. It feels as though you are aware that you need to avoid disaster or issues, or avoid being deceived, or avoid being taken advantage of. Five of Swords and Two of Swords. That's with the consciousness. The dark thoughts is like, yeah, but if so and so says this or acts this way, they really mean that, or that may be just something that they're telling me in order to whatever the case is. You may feel like you're dealing with a lot of two-faced, superficial people, and maybe even like you may even venture to be like they may be narcissistic. Like I don't know, they don't have to be, right? But the Four of Cups tells me that there's something missing from the entire equation when it comes to planning, taking any kind of action when it comes to travel, and they want you to keep your personal plans, right? I keep with the Four of Pentacles, Chariot, Tower, and Two of Swords is about how you may need to be ready to change plans when necessary. There, um, there may be a certain pathway you'd want to avoid, a certain decision. Like you have options in front of you. There's one option you'd rather not do. But so there's something here about things may change, and you're gonna have to get a move on in so many ways, expand, right? Do something different. Dark thoughts with the Two of Swords and the Five of Swords tells me this is an awareness here of someone saying, I'd rather not think that this and that is occurring, but you need to consider that maybe there's stuff going on, there's secrecy, there's something, because I'm seeing your Lilith placements in this. But in this energy is speaking about a mystery here, about you need to clear things up, or you need to make sure you're very clear. And this also is talking about how you're attracting success, you're focusing on being successful. So in that way, I almost feel like you have to trust your inner voice. You need to trust your intuition. Your intuition does not lead you astray, especially you. It does not lead you astray. You see the bigger picture. Don't focus on the details anyone's telling you. Like people may be trying to tell you, like when you ask somebody, well, what's going on? Well, what had happened was, and they start going on a diatribe of what happened and all that. And they're like, don't do that. Don't let anybody do that with you. Okay. I feel that you have a past with people around you and you already understand certain things. I feel like they're telling you very positive, pleasant things, but you may not be sure that what they're saying is true. You may not be sure that what's being presented to you is what it is. I'm seeing angel number 777 in that. And that speaks a lot to the same energy of feeling like I'm very uncertain. I really don't know what to do. They're like, you do know what to do. Just the fact that you're questioning something, just the fact that you're not sure, you're already doing the right thing. Spirit's like, good, I got you thinking now. I got you thinking about something now. That is exactly where I wanted you to be. I want you to think about this. I want you to see this for what it is. Well, that did not work out. Usually it just sticks right away. But, you know, there's also something that no matter what, they want you another piece to it, is that you'll come out winning from everything that comes your way. So there's no need to be worried, dismayed, anything. As dark thoughts for me, um, yeah, they're saying don't worry about anything. Nothing is good. Like even if your plans change drastically, something comes up that you were trying to avoid, and it's like, oh, all of a sudden something comes up. They're just showing here that you're gonna win. It doesn't matter. You're gonna be all right. Yeah, you want to look into your Lilith placement to see how what we attract, what in other people do we attract from other people as well in situations, because if it's being highlighted, that means that there's hidden potential in all these different moving parts and different people. And depending on where your Lilith is, you may attract people who are they worry about every, like they are just they stress over every little thing. You may attract people who are um deceptive in a way, like deceptive in the way that they would be deceptive would be to try to relate with you, but in reality, they have a whole different plan, right? It's like you're their redemption, like riding your coattail to be like, oh, Aquarius will vouch for me, type of vibe I'm getting. And this is just, that is completely channeled there, because that's not what, wow. I keep seeing someone going, when Aquarius shows up or when Aquarius is here, then finally I'm this noble energy. But in reality, you know, not the case. You need to be very enthusiastic so that you can get the message out. You have a message to share. You have experience and wisdom to impart. It would be very important not to share it out of any other place other than enthusiasm, right? And the enthusiasm can be inspired by just realizing that this is not my story, or I'm not dealing with that anymore, or I'm not in their shoes. So I'm enthusiastic about telling them what I think and how I feel about things, because I don't have to, you know, be here, or because I'm seeing that enthusiasm, with something here. Yeah. So either way, the loving man is the Knight of Swords and Eight of Pentacles. This is a person in your space, not gender specific, not even relationship specific, but this is someone who is, yeah, like going along with whatever. This is someone who's like, yeah, I do that. I work. I do all these things. That's what they say. But in reality, um, they overthink things. Like I keep seeing someone who overthinks things, who gets too stressed out or stresses very easily or very much, and doesn't let it go, and is led by stress or led by like a disappointment or some sort of separation or some sort of a whatever separation is involved in the situation. They may not have separated from someone, but there's something about it here with the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords. Um, there's like an elephant in the room, and with this person, the loving man would be also not gender specific, like I said, but someone that you may have a past with, like, and I mean a past like we lived a whole different life at one point and now we're over here, like the type, like a different life, like, when I was in college we used to do all these things, but now I'm a grandparent and I'm, that kind of thing. Not necessarily the age difference, but the change, the difference of who we are versus who we were. There's something here about that. Like at one point, you guys were on the same stuff, like doing the same things, and now maybe not, right? I feel like this person may be talking a good game, right? And as you're taking action, I do see you needing to trust that inner voice that may be telling you, I need to clear some things up because I see over all of this. And present power is the Ten of Cups and Queen of Wands. This tells me with it, your strength in this point is that you are focusing on being happy despite whatever's going on. Your strength is that you are happy inside. Someone here, Aquarius, this week, maybe not all the time. Maybe there are moments in your life when you're just like, look, I am not happy this week, or I'm not happy today, or I haven't been happy in a long time. But it looks like this at this moment, you may feel really good about being you, because that's what Queen of Wands and Ten of Cups, that's where she's at. She's like, I'm happy about me. I'm happy with me. So that is your strength. That's what carries you through all of this. Is there's a need to be very enthusiastic as you impart your wisdom upon people, as you share your experiences. Right? Get this and make an effort to be that way, because I find y'all to be hilarious. Right? It's a beautiful thing to behold. The humor. I'm stuttering, but get your message out. according to this, right? Because you got the Knight of Swords here with this person. This person is trying to be like, I do that, right? Like you might be telling people, don't talk about it, be about it. And this would be the person raising their hand. I do. And for me, I don't know about you, but if you are talking about something and it, or some, I guess if someone's talking about a subject and you already know it doesn't apply to you, you won't say a word. You know what I mean? Like if you have no experience in it, you're like, okay, well. And this feels like a person who's like hit dogs holler constantly, whatever you say. But that's me though. I do that. Like you might be like, I can't stand when people, and you're just talking in general. I can't stand when people leave um the toilet seat up all the time, or whatever the case. And the person, they'll sideways look and then go, I do that all the time. I always make sure I put it down. I always do that. And you're just like, no, okay, now I see that this is triggering for you because you don't do it. That the I'm just getting that vibe off of someone over the week. Throughout your week, you may be experiencing moments where you are getting promptings, like whatever someone says to you, and it seems like positive stuff. You may still be like, something inside my soul ain't sitting right. Let me focus on success. Let me focus on like letting people know you're not. I won't even say letting people know because I see more of a taking action energy. Let me focus on what I'm doing. Let me focus on what is true for me. And the truth is, this is what I want to win at. This is where I want things to go well at. So put a lot of your energy into something that you want to go very well instead of whatever's happening with people here. Because I see this also in this energy is like they'll end up having to work it out. There's no question here with the Tower. Like something has to be worked out because as things fall apart, somebody's got it. Look, it's about to rain tonight. You better get a shelter up quick. They have no choice. You know, I don't know. I hope this makes sense to anyone, everyone, whatever. But because I'm like, I don't know. This is so like one subject to the next subject is like 20 different things. You might want to wear scarlet. Scarlet is a highly important. Well, the color is important. The color, or the person's name could be scarlet. Your name could be scarlet, and it speaks about attracting success. Okay, so this is a positive root chakra enforcement for some of you. This is about just an ancient trust in your inner voice. That is what spirit is trying to put in a lot of energy towards. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Cancer. I'm also seeing another Aquarius or an Aries. So if you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.